Hello my dear Armenians, these are the news from Western Armenia, especially for you. The Armenian-Iranian border, a line inherited from 1920, not from 1991. The 107th issue of Western Armenia Weekly has been published. The first session of the National Assembly of Western Armenia 2026. Baku, the repetition of an unpunished crime. Turkish long-term war against national minorities 1941-2007. Saint Hovhannes III of Odzun, Canonist and Great Master of Armenian medieval culture and diplomacy. In memory of Hrant Dink, discussion series in January. A dish from Artsakh Cuisine, Korkot. The Armenian-Iranian border was not created in 1991. The 44-kilometer border along the Aras River dates back to the 19th century, especially the 1828 Treaty of Turkmenchai. After the Russian Empire collapsed, the border remained intact. In 1920, the Treaty of Sevres recognized Armenia as a sovereign state, indirectly confirming its eastern border with Iran. During the Soviet era, the border became the USSR-Iran border and was never disputed. After independence in 1991, Armenia legally inherited this border, which remains fully recognized today. Armenak Abrahamian. The 107th issue of Western Armenia Weekly covers important Armenian and international topics. It includes a film screening organized by the missions of Western Armenia and Yerevan, as well as articles on the protection of Artsakh's cultural heritage and threats from Azerbaijan. The issue also features material on Ani, the city of 1001 churches, and an article by Luis Moreno Ocampo titled A Call to Action, Unite for Justice and Peace. The weekly is published in Armenian, Turkish, English, and French. On January 14, the first session of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia was held. Of the 53 elected deputies, 12 participated online. The agenda was approved unanimously. Speaker Nelly Harutyunyan announced upcoming events, including a meeting on January 18 in memory of Hrant Dink and event on January 19 dedicated to the Statute and Independence Day of Western Armenia. Both events will be held on Zoom. The session concluded with closing remarks, and the results were recorded by Secretary Edita Beklarian. After the Sumgait programs, anti-Armenian violence continued in Baku in January 1990. From 1988 onward, tensions grew and public rallies openly called for violence with slogans such as "Death to Armenians" and "Sumgait will be repeated in Baku." Following the December 1, 1989 reunification decision of the Armenian SSR and Nagorno-Karabakh, the situation worsened. On January 13, 1990, organized groups carried out coordinated attacks, killing Armenians in the streets. Soviet troops intervened only on January 20. Key points: the violence was premeditated. Law enforcement failed to protect civilians and in some cases participated. The number of victims remain unknown and no one was published. Armenians suffered severe material losses. The entire Armenian population of Baku was forced to flee, mainly to Krasnovodsk, Turkmenistan. Although often presented as a bridge between civilizations, Turkey has a long history of state-level violence against Armenians, Greeks, Jewish and Assyrians. In 1942, Jewish refugees aboard the Struma were denied passage and later killed when the ship sank. The same year, the wealth tax targeting non-Muslims, leading to confiscations and forced labor. These examples reflect a broader systematic policy that endangered minority communities and violated their rights. A new bilingual book presents the life and work of Saint Hovhannes III of Odzun, highlighting his major role in Armenian medieval diplomacy and church reform. Other church leaders continued his work in strengthening political and cultural ties. According to Professor Staidat Atoyan, the book highlights how historical experience continues to guide Armenian identity and memory today. The Hrant Dink Foundation is organizing a decision series from January 12 to 18 to mark the 19th anniversary of Hrant Dink's death. The program includes films, lectures, and decisions on journalism, memory, and justice. The events will be held both in person and via Zoom. Registration is required through the foundation's website. Korkot or kurkut is a traditional Artsakh dish made from crushed wheat. It is hearty winter meal traditionally cooked overnight in a tonneir oven and eaten in the morning with sour yogurt and local spirits. Main ingredients: wheat groats, pork, onions, oil, salt, and red pepper. The dish is layered slow cooked for several hours and served hot. It is filling, simple, and deeply rooted in Artsakh culinary traditions. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can visit our official link. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.